This is a video on English that, as we already know, this is a Speaking of My Mind. And today I'm gonna speak about, I don't know, actually ideas, they just come into my mind, like they pop up like whenever they want. And I don't really have these plan ideas for me to actually keep on doing these videos. I just kept on speaking because that will give you the shit, that is a specific word that I was going to use that in Spanish is I don't remember in Spanish anymore, but doesn't really matter. What it matters is that you get on speaking as much as you can without thinking in the ideas, because that will be how the exam for the IELTS will work, right? In my thoughts. Because yes, I have the IELTS by the end of the year, more exactly on December 6th. So actually this path or studying English every single day as hard as I can, and I'm doing these videos because I'm thinking on reviewing these videos by Saturday this week, to actually take on pretty much know as many notes as I can take to improve on grammar, accent, and any oral expression that I can actually improve. So, in fact, what I'm talking about today, it'll be religion. Because yesterday I was watching a video on Français. That video was talking about the history of Jesus and how Spinoza, which is a philosopher from like the 1500s, I don't know exactly, but he actually read the Bible and he started to criticize the Bible, not criticize it, but in fact actually pointing it out some points or some ideas or facts that he thought at the time that now they come to a lot of sense, that they were not actually pretty real. And one of the ideas that he says initially is that Jesus, that if the Bible has been written by the divine thought or concept that we have of God, it shouldn't be somebody, or it shouldn't be written as it contradicts itself or as the ideas have no sense at all. So for example, one of the main ideas that they show up in the Bible are those two first ones. The first idea is that God created light, animals, water, the ocean, and whatever in the first day. But in the second chapter, which I don't know which one is it, but if I'm not mistaken, the first one, it should be Genesis. In the second chapter, he said, well, the one who wrote the second chapter is saying that God created first the human, or the man, or l'homme. And then after that, he created the light, the animals, the vegetables, and well, whatever. And then from the ribs of the man, he created the woman, which in fact, we already know. I don't know if you guys, but I know that me, myself, I think that is a kind of misogynist, and it has always been misogynist, and it has always been machismo, and it has always been how capitalism and patriotism comes in the way of the Bible as benefiting those who were in the power at the time, and how the Bible has been adapting to the ones who have the power to control the people, to control the population, right? So I'm actually going to read the Bible as a personal goal. I'm going to read it in all the languages that I am able to speak. So that'll mean that I'm gonna read it in Portuguese, English, and French. I don't think Spanish, because why would I do that? But I think it'll help me a lot to understand the concepts and ideas, even the meaning, in all three different languages, because I think that we all understand the Bible in a different way with the language that we read it, right? So as we already know, and as we all know, Bible has been written and has been translated over 2,000 years, as we know. But the Bible is actually older. The Bible, it was called the Ptg, and it came from Africa. But I don't know. I'm in Africa. If I'm here, Africa will be this Oriental side. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that much about geographics, but what I'm saying is that, well, I'm actually just disturbing my ideas now. In fact, what I'm saying is that the Bible was pretty old and it has been known for us by the ideas of who was Jesus, and it was written before Jesus had passed away, right? But the second point that Spinoza is pointing it out is that the Bible was written decades after Jesus passed away. There are no any documents, there are no any information, there are no any passages, not even books or letters or whatever that can hold up into the concept or how Jesus were expressing his ideas. So he says that who is actually pointing that Jesus existed. I'm not saying that this is true because I saw a video. I don't know if what the video says is for real or is true, because we most doubt about it all, right? But yes, and as for the third idea that I don't remember pretty much which one is it. What I'm saying is that in my own personal case, I don't really believe that we should render to religion. And I mean, religion is a pretty heavy topic that I will love to create it more like a presentation to really discussing it out, but not for you guys. I'm actually gonna do it with my friend in this French practice that we do both in order to improve our French so that we can get a job here in my city to gain more money, because actually languages here in my city, they help you a lot to profit. And well, yes. Other thing that I was going to say is that my brain these days have worked a lot in the languages, have worked a lot in the thinking and in these present ideas of it all. Well, yes, mainly what I just think is that otherwise I don't do this, I don't think my languages will advance as much as I want them to advance by the end of the year, because that's kind of my goal. And well, yes, whether I choose to actually learn the languages as hard as I'm doing them right now, practicing grammar, reading, studying, speaking, I won't be able to achieve the level that I'm looking forward to achieve by the end of the year, and that I'm looking towards, or that I'm looking forwards, on words, 3 different words that I think they're all synonyms, but I don't know which one will be the more exact one to really express my idea. I will just have to search for it through later on. And yes, I will have to learn as many connectors as I can, although I don't really know if the IELTS examiners will check on this in my oral expression, even though what I do know is that yes, they will do it. So I'm actually going to learn as many connectors as I can. I'm going to practice as much as I can, so I can improve what I can improve and what I want to improve. That's for fact, right? And well, yes, that will be the video for today. I won't force it, I won't push it through, because yes, the idea was just to speak maybe. And I think that I'm going to speak 2 or 3 minutes in Portuguese just to practice a bit. And o português tem sido uma ideia que, para mim, vencido assim que trabalho nem muito forte, sabe? Tem sido trabalho que a gente faz de tanto em tanto, de vez em quando, mas a gente não faz assim tão forte como gostaria de fazer, sabe? Eu pratico com os meus amigos brasileiros no meu trabalho, eu trabalho com brasileiros, aí eu falo todos os dias, tanto quanto eu puder. Aí eu gostaria de praticar ainda mais. Eu sei que eu sei que eu posso atingir o nível C2. Eu já consegui um nível muito alto no meu momento, no meu melhor momento no português, quando eu estava morando lá no Brasil. Mas agora, para mim, é bom se de falar, é bom se de praticar, é bom se de saber, de se conhecer, de falar, de tudo. Mas aí eu só gostaria de começar a estudar o português de novo, de volta. E aí é isso que vou fazer, é isso que vou fazer, não tem problema não. Mas para mim, no momento, o meu ponto fraco, que eu acho que é o que eu devo focalizar as minhas energias, são o inglês e o francês. Por quê? Porque o inglês, para mim, é uma língua que eu tenho falado faz muito tempo. Faz 12, 15 anos, eu acho. Bem cedo, desde que eu era criança. Aí é por isso que eu vou continuar a testar o meu inglês até o dezembro 6. Até o dezembro 6? Não. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 6, 6. I don't know how you say that in Portuguese. I mean, é por isso que eu tenho que estudar o português de volta. Mas não vai me tomar muito tempo, porque o português é uma língua que é muito parecida com o espanhol. É uma irmã, gente. Mais que irmã, eu acho que é simples, gente. É simples. O português, o parecido que tem com o espanhol, é quase que 98%. Não é tão difícil de aprender. É bem fácil. Aí eu tenho estudado ele por quase 2 anos, aí eu parei, mas nem que seja que eu tenha parado, na verdade. Eu parei de estudar, mas eu trabalho com português, eu falo português, eu escuto português, eu leio português todos os dias, durante 8 horas no dia, todos os dias, porque é o meu trabalho, é nisso que eu trabalho. É por isso que eu falo que o meu português, nem que seja que eu tenha parado, nem que seja que eu tenha deixado de estudar, é porque eu não tenho tempo de realmente estudar ele, porque eu tenho que me focar no inglês e no francês, e agora eu estou começando com o chinês. O português, eu vou começar a estudar ele de volta, eu acho que para o começo do ano que vem, no ineiro, no fevereiro, para eu certificar ele no março, no abril, porque eu vou certificar ele, isso é um dos meus sonhos. Eu vou certificar o português, o francês, o inglês, o chinês. Todas essas línguas que eu falo que não seja na minha língua materna, eu vou certificar. É um dos meus sonhos. E ainda vem que é um dos meus sonhos, eu vou certificar no nível C2. Por que o C2? O C2 é o nível mais alto que uma pessoa pode usar, ou que uma pessoa pode ter, que seja falante numa língua. Tipo, é uma pessoa que tem estudado, uma pessoa com conhecimentos acadêmicos, uma pessoa que lê muito, uma pessoa que sabe falar, uma pessoa que sabe se comunicar, que sabe se expressar nas suas ideias, que não tem problema para se fazer entender pelos outros. E para mim é isso que eu quero. Isso que eu quero. Eu quero ser fluente em todas as línguas que eu falo. E aí é isso que eu vou fazer. Agora, sim, é isso. Eu não vou falar mais nada no português, porque no momento, para mim, dá certo. É certo por hoje. Até mais.